Pursuing a potential partner, it is important to watch out for signs that the relationship may not go as you hope. Understanding red flags early in a relationship can help save you from significant problems down the line. It is important to note that there are some red flags that can be resolved through adequate communication. You must also understand what is a deal breaker to you. Now, red flags in men and women can vary. For example, red flags in women can present in the form of victimization, narcissism, and manipulative behavior, while the signs in men often reflect controlling behaviors, gaslighting, or lack of self-awareness. We will be breaking down 5 things that women often do that have the potential to cause issues at some point in a relationship. Now, one of the biggest red flags in a relationship is not having control over your emotion. When a woman cannot control her emotions or impulses during a disagreement, this can lead to a deeply toxic relationship. Partners who give into their negative emotions or throw fits as adults are often more likely to become mentally and even physically abusive in the future. This is because they do not have a grip on their impulses. This causes them to lash out and do things they normally wouldn't do due to the intense feelings they experience at the moment. Now, I must say, no matter what the individual is feeling, male or female, it is never an excuse to cause intentional harm in a relationship. No one wants to cater to a person who is not emotionally mature. So, if you find that she does not have the ability to regulate her emotions for you, especially early in the relationship, this is a big red flag you definitely want to avoid. The next big red flag is not taking accountability. Have you ever listened to someone tell a few stories about themselves, but they seem to be the victim in every single one? Now, you may think nothing of it, or you may actually begin to notice a common pattern. This pattern can be a sign that she does not take accountability for her life, which is another significant red flag in any relationship. Taking accountability means understanding when you are wrong and apologizing and reflecting on your actions with the goal of growing as a person. When a person sees themselves as perfect and can do no wrong, it can be very difficult to form any kind of relationship with them. Understanding how actions impact another individual is crucial for a healthy relationship. If you begin to notice her shift blames on other people in her life and never taking accountability for her actions, this is another sign you don't want to ignore when pursuing a partner. Another one of the big red flags to look out for is she makes everything about herself or acts as if the world revolves around her. For example, if she's always talking about herself and her own experiences and problems without showing any interest in what you have to say, this is a big red flag. Something like this can be easy to spot within the first dates with someone. If you start to notice that you are asking more questions about them than they are about you, this is a red flag. It can be difficult to progress a relationship when the entire focus is in one person and the other is not having their needs met. And while it could be romantic to spoil and make it all about her, it is important that you are appreciated as well and valued in the relationship. So if she can never seem to share the spotlight in your relationship, it may be a sign not to pursue this relationship at all. Just walk away. Now, we all know ladies like to gossip, right? And share information. But there's a point when it goes too far. It's a very thin line. And if she's constantly gossiping about other people in a negative way, it's something to look into. How a woman talks about people around her speaks volumes about who she is as a person. It is commonly said that how a person speaks about others when they are not around is exactly how they will speak about you when you are not around. Gossiping about people in her life signals a significant lack of respect for her relationships and the people around her life. So what can you expect for yourself? It can also represent a lack of maturity when they're so judgmental about everyone around them, even strangers. Everyone except themselves. That doesn't mean we will always have something nice to say about everyone. Let's be realistic here. It is normal to sit down and discuss issues you have with a person or something on your mind. But women that are always gossiping and bringing others down show an immense amount of emotional immaturity, which is a big red flag in any type of relationship. This projection onto others is a sign of insecurity that is important for the person to work on before getting into a relationship with anyone. And the last major thing to look out for is she's unable to connect on a deeper level. It is normal for women or anyone to have a difficult time connecting with someone on a deeper level. When she remains on the surface when communicating with others and she avoids talking about her past or anything deep like that, this is something to keep in the back of your mind because this is not healthy for a relationship. If she's uncomfortable being vulnerable and open with someone, this can lead to toxic relationships with a severe lack of trust. People who are unable to connect on a deep emotional level often hide their feelings and avoid being open and honest. This is a sign she's not emotionally mature enough. She finds it easier to keep everything to herself, which may work for a little bit, but over time, this is not sustainable for a successful relationship. While this is an understandable behavior, it can be a red flag that should be improved on or before pursuing a healthy relationship. I hope this video can help you in recognizing some red flags in your relationships. And if you enjoyed this video on red flags in women, please make sure to like and subscribe to see your green flags video here.